If you happen to stumble across this channel, you took a look at the title and you're wondering, what exactly does more than vacation mean? Well, this is the video where I'm going to be covering that with you. In today's video, I'm going to be covering what exactly more than vacation means, who it's for, the kind of content you can be expecting, and I'll be giving you more than one reason why you'll want to stay subscribed. And on top of that, I'll be sharing with you a little bit more about myself. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's get started. Salutations, friend. So my name is Ruth Joy Connell. Sometimes I go by RJ, but never Ruth. Ruth Joy is actually my first name. So there, we already know more about each other. I'd love to know more about you as we go through at this channel. Please feel free to always jump in the comments and interact. But before I share more about myself, I want to first start off by telling you who this channel is for and what it's about. So I started this channel to encourage women of color just like myself to travel more often and to make it a lifestyle as opposed to just a once a year vacation. So the reason that I titled it More Than Vacation is because sometimes it's easy to think of a vacation as an escape or a break from your day-to-day life. And while that's good, sometimes we need that break or that space or that change of pace. I want to encourage you to do more than try to escape, and not escape your own life, but travel so that life doesn't escape you, right? And so that's really the whole model behind this channel, is not trying to escape something, but rather not letting something escape you. So if you are someone who wants to make travel a regular part of your lifestyle, if you are curious about what traveling can look like off of a resort, if you want to know more about solo travel and how to travel on a budget, then you, my friend, are in the right place. Now, I know that there are thousands, literally thousands of YouTube channels out there, so I appreciate you taking the time even just to watch this video. And I also want to let you know that this channel is going to be more vlogumentary style. So I don't know if that's an actual word, but I mean, it's the word that I use. So what I mean by that is it's a mix and a combination of a vlog and a documentary. So anytime I travel, I'm of course going to be bringing you the content from while I'm in a specific country or city, and sharing with you what my experience was like there so that you can have some insight as to what it's like to be on the ground in that specific location. But I'm also going to be giving you my own perspective as well. So sharing some of those experiences in the moments with you, which is where the vlog style comes in as well. So it's going to be a mixture of the two. I call it a vlogumentary. So I don't know if that's actually a thing, but it's a thing here in this channel. So vlogumentary style, that's going to be one of the things that really makes this unique, right? You're going to get my perspective in the moment, doing some of the activities and experiencing the new places, country, people's faces. And then you're also going to get a third person perspective as well, just to kind of see what it's like if you were there and exploring on your own as well. So what type of content can you expect on this channel? Well, friend, you can expect all things travel related, including things like how to research and find your next travel destination, how to pack for certain trips. If you're going on a short trip that's a weekend, maybe 2 nights, versus a long trip that ends up being a month, maybe even longer. Some of the things you want to consider when you're packing, how to budget for a trip and trips in general so that you always have money to be able to afford your next destination, wherever that ends up being for you. We'll talk about some of those money tips as well, and just how to make it, remember, we're trying to make this a lifestyle and not necessarily a one-off thing. You can also expect to see content from the destinations and countries that I'm traveling to. I'm going to be sharing with you tips and tricks on how to find cheap flights and best Airbnbs and hotels and some resorts as well. I'll be sharing with you tips on how to do solo travel so that you can get more comfortable doing solo travel. And I'm a huge advocate for solo travel. I mean, it's always great to travel with friends, family, a loved one, a spouse, a boyfriend, whatever that may be. However, solo travel and traveling with yourself, there is nothing like it. And I truly believe that every person should experience this at least once in their lifetime. Even if you decide that you prefer to go with people, having that experience of going by yourself and giving yourself the confidence and the opportunity to exercise courage is a big thing. So I'm a huge advocate for solo travel, and I'll be sharing that with you, as a lot of my travels will be solo. There'll probably be a good mix of some solo, some group, some vacation, we'll see. That being said, you can expect a new video at least once a month. but my goal is to bring you as much content as possible. But at minimum, the first Tuesday of every month, there will be a new video dropped. And so if you are not following me already on Instagram at morethanvacation.co, there will also be content there. So that will kind of give you a preview of the content that's to come for the channel. Because on Instagram, I'll be sharing little tips and tricks here, little clips and videos and pictures of the different destinations that I'm in. But here on the channel, you will get the full expression of that video. You'll get to see the full from behind the scenes all the way from start to finish. So here you'll get all that content compiled together in a one cohesive, interesting, engaging video, but you'll also get to see the lead up to that on Instagram as well. So if you're not following me already, go ahead and do that on Instagram at morethanvacation.co, and I'll make sure it's on the screen here for you as well. So let's be real. I'm sure you're wondering, who is this gorgeous, beautiful, tantalizing woman here in front of you? I actually laugh at my jokes. That's a real thing. Like you'll notice that as we go through. However, I want to tell you more about myself and more about me. I told you a little bit about why I started the channel, but just me as a person. You know, who am I? What do I like aside from travel? So I am a Jesus-loving, travel-living, dance-loving gal. Like I love me, all three of those things. While I will say I'm not a great dancer, but I like to move. You know, I can move a shoulder or two. You know, so. I am also a wife. I am a self-proclaimed fun aunt to my nieces and nephew. I absolutely love all things from the 90s, especially the TV shows and the music. And I am a Canadian-born Ghanaian, meaning I'm the first, well, me and my siblings are the first in our family to be born outside of Ghana. So we are first-generation Canadian as well. So while Canada is my home, Ghana is still my heritage and my culture, and I love both sides of that part of my identity. So what do I do for a living? I am an entrepreneur. I run a consulting firm called RJC Consulting, where I work with entrepreneurs and small businesses to set up sustainable systems around their sales. So being an entrepreneur and really starting this business was what gave me the freedom. After some years, it took some time to get to that point, but it really is what gave me the freedom to have autonomy over my schedule, which more recently has given me the freedom to travel more regularly in a way that I couldn't at my previous jobs. So, and that doesn't mean that if you're working a 9 to 5 or if you're working in corporate, you can't travel freely or regularly. It just means you gotta be strategic around it, right? I've worked in positions where travel was actually built into my position. So not only did I get to travel, but I got to travel on the company's dime, right? So there are definitely ways to make this work. You don't have to be a full-time entrepreneur. You don't have to be an entrepreneur at all. You can still be working whatever job in whatever career in whatever field that you love the most and still find a way to make travel a normal and regular part of your lifestyle. Lastly, one of the things that's super important to me is wholeness. And so what I mean by that is really being whole in every aspect of your life, in your spiritual, your mental, your physical, your emotional health, taking care of all aspects of yourself. And so I'm a huge advocate for therapy as a part of that journey of wholeness. And for me, this is also where travel comes into play, because travel is a form of self-care and self-love for me. It feeds my soul, it sparks adventure in me, it strengthens my courage, it challenges my perspectives, and it's a hobby for me, something that I love and I do just for me. Period, end of sentence, no other explanation needed. And so if that's you as well, trust me, this is the place for you. This is where you're gonna wanna be. So friend, as we are starting this journey together, I wanna genuinely thank you for being here with me. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And I want to make sure that all the content I'm creating is most relevant to you. So what's going to be most helpful for me and how you can help me help you is to leave a comment with the kind of content that you want to see. And anytime you do watch a video, share with me if it was helpful, whether that's you hit the like button, you leave a comment, you share the video with a friend, or you tag me on Instagram. However you want to do that, share with me that the content is relevant to you. And of course, leave your ideas, your questions, all that in the comments as well. I'd love to respond and see how I can be of help to you in any way possible. There's going to be a new video once a month, the first Tuesday of every month. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel, as well as hit the alerts button to make sure that you're notified every time a new video is released. Because like I said, there will for sure be one video at least once a month, but my goal is to get you more content in between there. So just in case